The show focused on self-help, psychology, addiction, weight loss, and parenting, to name a few, from troubled guests who were looking for advice from Dr. Phil. And on the surface, it seemed that Dr. Phil's intentions were good and pure, that the point of the show was purely to help people. But unfortunately, there is some controversies behind the scenes that pushed the show to be what it is at the expense of its guests as well as the staff who worked on the show. And many former guests have spoken out about feeling manipulated, mistreated, or abandoned after their appearance on the show. One guest alleged, among other things, that show staffers supplied vodka and Xanax to a man who struggled with alcohol abuse and gave tips on where to find heroin in Los Angeles to a woman who struggled with heroin addiction, which of course Dr. Phil and the show's producers denied. Now, Dr. Phil and its producers claimed to be a show that wanted to help people, offer advice and support for them. However, it's clear to me that their goals were about ratings meaning more revenue. The show exploited, manipulated and abused its guests, mocking them and making them a laughingstock. Dr. Phil was judgmental and arrogant and showed very little compassion for his guests. And I know people will make the argument that guests made the choice to come on the show and they knew what they were getting into, but many people felt so helpless and hopeless and genuinely needed help and genuinely believed Dr. Phil could be that help for them. And I'm sure he has helped some, but I would argue that he has done more harm than he has done good.